Here's how the VA rates irritable bowel syndrome, and two things here. First, this is a new rating schedule that went into effect May 19th of 2024. And second, IBS is just gross, all right? So IBS now has its own diagnostic code in 38 CFR, and that's going to be 7319, whereas prior to May of 2024, IBS and GERD were roped together, but now these are separate ratings. You can get two ratings, one for IBS, one for GERD as of right now. IBS is rated at 10, 20, and 30%. The new rating schedule also added the 20% criteria. Common symptoms of IBS are going to be bloating, irritable bowel movements, and I'll hit on that here in a second, and cramps. And I'm telling you, and my wife makes fun of me all the time for this, but when you have cramps from IBS, it's the first time that men feel what women have felt since the beginning of time. And in case you're wondering, it absolutely sucks. If you have cramps from IBS, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, trust me, you would know if you had these. They're miserable. Now, back to irregular bowel movements. It's about the relationship between constipation and diarrhea, okay? So are you backed up for a few days and then all of a sudden the floodgates are let loose? Or are you not really constipated, but you're constantly using the restroom, 3, 4, 5, or 6 times a day, going number 2. I said it's gross. All right. Now, the tricky part with IBS VA disability claims is for Gulf War and post 9/11 era veterans. IBS can be presumptive. Not always, it can be. IBS is not a normal presumptive condition like asthma, sinusitis, or rhinitis. IBS, like chronic fatigue syndrome or fibromyalgia, falls into what is called a MUCMI, which is medically unexplained chronic multi-symptom illness. Now, I'm not going to explain MUCMIs here because that does get complicated. In my opinion, it's one of the most complicated things about VA disability claims, but I have all kinds of videos on MUCMIs that you can check out. Long story short, if your IBS diagnosis does not have a cause, it could be an MUCMI. That's the paraphrase version, much more to that. But yes, IBS is rated at 10, 20, 30%.